baby, for Rock Radio UK, and today I'm talking to the legendary DJ from 13 Doors. Hello.
Dave, how are you doing?
Oh, not so
Legendary, I like that. Now. How much do I
legendary,
have to
yeah.
pay you for that?
A fiver is enough. I'm very cheap.
Fair. Yeah, fair, fair.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm told. Yeah, we've spoken multiple times, haven't we?
We have indeed. We
Yeah,
have indeed.
you poor chap, you still receiving therapy?
Not yet. We haven't met in person yet, so that's when that will start.
Well, yeah, I have been trying to badger Love Rocks to give me a sort of like early pass for that. So I should be seeing you there. Is it next week?
It is next week. It
It
is.
is, my word.
It's
So
like, yeah, only 5 days time or something, 6 days time.
yeah. Anyway, we'll get to this. Anyway, 13 Doors, you've released a recent album. Is rather remarkable. How's it going for you?
Thank you very much. It's going great, great to be honest. Positive reviews anywhere that I've seen, which normally you're waiting for one or two uh, people to give out about it or to give you a different perspective. I haven't seen anything, which is, I'm delighted with that.
Good.
Um, so it's going well. We just literally just got some vinyl printed that I'm collecting next week, just before the UK tour.
Right.
Um, so we're doing like a limited edition run of terracotta colored discs. Um,
Hmm. That's
hmm.
the cover is
Yes.
quite tasty as well, and vinyl. So hopefully, all
Yeah,
be
yeah.
well.
So I'm collecting that just before we head over.
Yeah. How is that for you guys? I mean, that's quite an expensive outlay, isn't it?
It is, yeah, it is to be honest. But there's a new vinyl crowd that have opened up in Ireland here. We're the
Okay.
only pressing plant in Ireland. Um, Very competitive pricing, very easy to deal with, and very helpful. They want bands to succeed, so they work with you.
Yeah.
Um, so Anthem vinyl, they can pay me the fiver that I've just paid you. Um, but yeah, Anthem vinyl are great guys to deal with. So yeah, it's expensive, but look, we're hoping that it'll come back eventually.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool. But you are in the UK touring this very album very soon with SHIRAZ Lane, yeah?
We are indeed, yeah. Next week, like you said, Love Rocks is the kind of kicking it off um, on the 19th, and we're with SHIRAZ Lane the whole way through until Wildfire Festival.
Yeah.
Um, they're playing the 27th, and we're on the 29th. So
All right. You'd have had enough of each other by that time.
yeah, we'll see at that stage.
So I'll just run through the dates. You kindly sent them over for me because I was totally
Mhm.
unprepared. 19th, Love Rocks Festival in Bournemouth. June the 20th at Pontefract, Northern Social. 21st, Billy Bootleggers in Nottingham. 22nd of June, Cart and Horses in London, which is a little bit of an iconic venue.
It is the home of Iron Maiden.
Yes. Then
Looking forward to that one.
another one. You're back up to the Gifford in Wolverhampton on the 23rd.
Yeah, I think looking forward to that. It's going to a Monday night, but I know people have already told me they're going to come down to it, so we're expecting a good crowd for that.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
24th, you're in Cardiff, the Rock Club. Then 25th, you're at Tivoli Buckley. Then the Waterloo Music Bar on the 26th, and then Wildfire Festival.
Yeah.
You crisscrossing the UK, aren't you, sir?
There's a lot of driving. Yeah,
Who's got
I
that,
see
haven't
all the
they?
beautiful Midlands.
Yeah.
Man,
But what are we going to expect from a 13 Doors gig?
we like to keep it high energy, keep things moving, keep it pumping, and make everyone go home feeling a little bit happier. That's the
Awesome.
plan. And whether
Yeah.
that's the pints that people consume while they're watching us that make them feel happier, or the music, I don't know yet. But
Yeah. I mean, you've done a couple of odd dates here and there with 13 Doors.
yeah, yeah.
And
So we did an album launch tour here in Ireland,
yeah,
which kind of covered the whole country. And we did a couple of dates in the UK as well. The Gifford being one of them,
yeah,
and Night Train in Bradford, and we did Wildfire Festival last year.
right.
Uh,
So
yeah,
but
we've
you were invited
bits
back,
and
so
pieces. We must have done something right.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Um, but it is going to be a little bit quiet after this, isn't it? For just a few months on the
Yeah, a
13
couple of
Doors
months.
front.
yeah, so going into kind of the fall, as the Americans would call it, the
Mm.
into kind of the autumn and the winter. I'm actually touring with Jeff Tate in the US, filling in for one of his guitar players who's got another tour.
Okay, okay.
Um, so looking forward to that. A lot of homework to do.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that the Operation Mindcrime tour, the final?
It is, yeah, the Minecraft tour,
Yeah,
which is
so
a fantastic album.
yeah, it is a classic.
Yeah, yeah, it's excellent,
Yes.
and it's so much more complicated than you think when you listen to it. Until you listen to it, trying to figure out parts and stuff, and you're like,
Mm.
there's a lot of notes. Yeah, yeah.
Was it an album that influenced you back in the day, or was it?
To be honest with you, I got onto Queensrÿche quite late. So Pat
Mm,
and Flash, in the band, absolutely have loved them since day one. And it
right.
was kind of Pat introduced me to that because Pat's big into his prog and that kind of stuff. So he only introduced me to that the last couple of years.
Mm,
Um, so you growing up, you know the name, everybody knows the name, of course.
yeah.
But was the band I really started listening to until the last couple of years, and it really, really is good stuff.
I mean,
So the second album might be a little bit proggier.
too many influences.
Mm.
Yeah, I first saw Queensrÿche open for Dio back in 1984. A, I'm showing my age, and B, that is sort of like right early doors for those guys. I think it might have been
Yeah, yeah.
even their first UK tour, as far as I know. Um, so I've been aware of them for quite a few decades.
Mm,
So
it's a long time.
yeah, it's let's say hello to Jeff for me and thank him because
I will, I will.
he's supplied some damn good music over the last few decades. Um,
Yes.
so back to 13 Doors, where does that leave you with the band now?
Yes, I mean, in the meantime, we're still writing away. We've got plenty of demos and stuff that, myself and Pat and Flash and Keane have been just throwing around at each other. And so the plan really, I think, going into the later part of the year is just keep writing, keep getting ideas together. We're already looking at booking some gigs and festivals for next year.
Okay.
So hopefully some stuff, hopefully a small run at the start of the year, and then festival season comes in. Uh, we'll do that, and then album two will have to come out at some stage.
Yeah,
So just putting together ideas for that.
excellent. So, so this is by no means the end with going off with
Absolutely
Jeff
not.
Tate.
No, no, no,
It's a
no.
small break in the
Tangent.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Okay, cool. Um, so going back to the current tour because we're supposed to be selling tickets for this.
Yes,
That
indeed.
was the whole purpose of this. Have you got a ticket link, sir?
So yes, if you go onto our bands in town or even onto our Facebook page or whatever, you'll find the links to the various shows. Um, they're all, I think, every venue has its own ticket link, but on our bands in town, there's a link to all of them.
Right.
And on Shiraz Lane's Facebook page and bands in town as well, you should find it.
Excellent. Excellent.
Um,
So, have you come across Shiraz Lane before?
no, actually, it was only the reason we actually put this tour together is because they noticed, or their booking agent or whatever noticed that we were both playing Love Rocks and Wildfire, and
Right.
reached out to me and was kind of like, we're both doing these festivals. Do you want to just we'll do a full run as opposed to just over for a festival back home, over for a festival? And I said, absolutely, let's try it.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so I'm sure Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday nights might be quiet enough, but we're going to give it a good lash.
Yeah.
They seem to have a big following, and so I think they'll sell it on their own name. And we've got
Yeah.
other bands supporting us locally, kind of on
Have you?
in the different venues. Yeah, yeah,
Oh, I did. So
um,
it's like a three band lineup
yeah,
for
yeah,
the
yeah,
tour.
yeah.
Excellent news.
So it'll be
Well, I'm not
fun.
going to hold you up too much longer. Safe to say, I will try and catch you on this tour. Like I said, I love rocks because that is basically my closest one to
I'm
me.
going to
But
say can't get much closer than that.
well, you could be paying my
Not on this run.
doorstep. Not on this run.
Yeah,
But
play in your front room.
yeah, it could be arranged. But anyway, DJ, it's always great to speak to you. We will bump into each other. You will need therapy afterwards,
Absolutely.
honestly. Um, and
Again,
anybody who's listening, please just Go and get yourself a ticket to just to see 13 Doors. Don't worry about Shiraz Lane. They're good. I saw them at Coral Wild a couple of years ago. They're really good. But
Yeah,
if you want a good gig on a June,
come say hello.
go and say hello to DJ and pick up a vinyl at the
Yeah.
same time.
Vinyl or t-shirts or hoodies, we've got it all now. We've got it all.
You have. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm overwhelmed. All right, DJ, thank you very
Well,
much.
Dave, thank you so much.